Should kids have as much decision-making right as parents? That's the question we're pondering today on The Art of Lifing with Keka. I was speaking to a dad the other day who was complaining that a friend of his always asks her son, who's 7 years old, what he wants to have for dinner. And my friend said, this is ridiculous. He's the son. He's not the one who's king of the household. He shouldn't be the decision maker. The mom needs to just say, this is what you're going to have for dinner. End of story. Now, while I think that parents at the end of the day always need to be in control, especially as kids are growing up, I was thinking to myself in that conversation, I ask my kids all the time what they'd like to have for dinner. But the thing is, I don't ask them in the sense that they are the ultimate decision maker. I ask them what they'd like to have dinner in the same way that I ask my husband what he'd like to have for dinner, and we collaborate together as a family. So this got me thinking about the decision-making rights for kids within families and how much right that they should have. Because I must admit, for me, I try to be really inclusive with my kids in the various decisions that we make. And I do that because I want my kids to be able to understand that their voice matters. That even though they're a little member of our family, that what they want to do or what they want to say is important. And I want them to learn to be able to stand up for themselves at the end of the day. The thing is that I think as kids, when they're growing up, they have so many feelings inside of them, and often they don't have the words to associate with those feelings. And I think it's really important for us to teach our kids to express themselves. So if we keep saying, you're going to do this because I'm the mom and I said so, or I'm the dad and I said so, and end of story, we may not be giving them a chance to really express how they're feeling and to be able to put words to those feelings at the end of the day. And I think that's a really good skill to have. I also think that, it's important for kids to learn how to reason, because how many times in our adult circumstances, either at work or in social settings, or even within our spousal relationships or our partners, we're trying to influence somebody. We're trying to get somebody to see something our way, or we're trying to express ourselves in a way to reason. Kids need to be able to do that too. And in our daily household interactions, if we allow them to have that voice and share, I think that matters sometimes. So with my sons, if I tell them to do something and they kind of don't want to do it and I see that we're disagreeing, then I'll usually say to them, okay, listen, this is what I want to have happen. If you think it should be done otherwise, why don't you convince me? Tell me why. Give me your reasons why and convince me. Or better yet, negotiate with me. If I'm feeling this way and you're feeling that way and we want to try to meet somewhere halfway, make the case for me in terms of what you think we can do where we both compromise. And at the end of the day, quite often, we all end up winning together in that process as a family. So I think we make a stronger family unit as a result. In the process of doing all of this, I think what we do is we teach our kids to empathize and sympathize and reason, and at the end of the day, feel like they can stand up for something. Because if we always shut them down in our household because we are the ones in charge, then when they get into social settings or in certain places in the future when they're on their own, will they really know how to stand up for themselves? I want them to know that. I want them to be able to go against the norm if they need to, but learn how to read and understand people's signals and learn how to influence them. Now, here's the bonus in this entire process. When we do this as parents, I do believe that we are able to better anticipate our kids' experiences, and then we can better serve them as parents. So my older son, who is a black belt in karate, was going to karate camp last year, and all of a sudden he just had no interest in going. He didn't want to go. He was sort of like always looking for excuses, and I thought, that's so unlike him. I wonder what's going on. And so when I dug a little bit further, what I realized is that he just didn't feel like he was being challenged. He was the only black belt student in that particular camp that week, and he felt like everything they were teaching was redundant. So I went to the karate camp and I asked the senseis if they had any curriculum they could give him that would challenge him a little bit more. And you know what? All of the complaints disappeared. Now, I very easily in that moment could have said, listen, I'm the mom and I'm telling you have to go to karate camp, end of story, period. But because we collaborate all the time, I was trying to give his reactions some more validation and trying to understand the reason behind it. And at the end of the day, he enjoyed the camp so much more. He got so much more out of it, but we felt like we had a collaborative relationship. So at the end of the day, I think that if we do give our kids some decision-making rights and at least the ability to participate in making decisions, we become stronger as a family unit. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday. And you can also hit the little bell icon. It'll notify you every time a new video is out. If you know someone too that you think would benefit from this content, then please share the video with them. And I'd love it if you just like the video and give me any of your comments, because I really want to go on this journey with you together. So together, let's master the art of lifing and let's do life on purpose.